Hey, what's going on, guys? Zeki, we're here with another video tutorial on this time we're going to be doing PUBG for the top 10 tips and tricks for solo gameplay. These are going to be some pretty basic tricks on some very beneficial and helpful things that you can employ while playing the game, which will definitely help you out in the long run and succeed as far as potentially working towards that solo winner chicken dinner. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so tip numero uno. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be doing is going to be how to choose a spot on the map. So you're obviously going to be in the airplane. I like to go to the not so densely populated areas such as this one right here, which is what we're going to be going the direct path. Normally I like to go to right there as home base is what we call it, or any of these other small locations you'll see off where I marked on the map here. But this is where we're going to go this time. It's not too close on either extreme side of the map, but it's further off enough to where you don't have to worry about anything. Alright, moving on to numero 2. This one's going to be going in how to actually parachute and head into the spot that you marked on the map to descend to. So it depends on where it's at. If it's further off in the distance, you're going to level yourself out. But if it's directly under you or pretty dang close to it, you're going to verticalize yourself and you're going to extend and you're going to increase your maximum speed, which is, as you see, up to 234 kilometers per hour. And then you're gonna, once your parachute deploys, you're then gonna circle around your target landing location to accelerate your descent and to reach the ground faster. The way I look at it is the faster you reach the ground, the better you can get a gun, because the first person to get a gun typically in this game wins the fight. That isn't always the case, but it is most of the time. So try to get to the ground as closely as quickly as possible and get inside. Alright, so the third tip is gonna be the fact of how to get a weapon. As soon as you get off the ground, you get into a building, loot spawns pretty frequently. You'll at least get a melee tool such as a crowbar, a machete, things of that nature, or a pistol like I got here. Sometimes you get lucky, find assault rifles and stuff, but shotguns are more of a frequent spawn. Here we had an individual run up. He didn't have anything on, but I had my pistol ready. He tries to punch me. I put him down with the pistol. So, you loot them and you continue looking around that area for different, spawns. You aren't in a very consolidated location, and there's somebody creeping up on me right there. I found a shotgun, lucky me. So that brings me to number 4. So number 4 basically is going over the PvP circle. So basically it's the buffer on the outside blue. Is you can be inside of the outside blue until the timer, as you see on the bottom right above the map, closes in. Once it closes in, it'll start to flash red and it'll take away your health until ultimately you die, as you'll see here. So try to get into the white zone as quickly as possible. Normally I like to get in as quicker than most. Alright, so tip number 5 is going to be the indication of red areas. Red areas are bad. It's a strafing run in which the C-130 comes by and does a bombing run, as you'll see here. If you're caught in the middle of this, don't panic. Just get inside as quickly as possible. Close the door and stay away from the windows. Or if you're close enough on the outside, just get on outside as quick as you can. Tip number 6. So the 6th tip is going to be about shotguns. So shotguns are probably going to be the more frequent spawns for primary weapons. Pick up a shotgun choke if you can and a bullet loop, so you can hold. You can do quicker mag changes or shell changes, as well as increase your distance and range for your shotgun choke level. And you'll see here what I mean by that. So when you put the choke in a shotgun, what it does is it increases, or it condenses the pattern in which the shell pellets exit your barrel, and it enables them, as you saw there, to travel further in a more accurate line. Moving on to tip number 7 is going to be making sure that you do storage allocation. If you don't have a backpack, or even if you do, you want to make sure you're dropping stuff that you don't need, such as ammo for guns that you just picked up along the way and you swapped out. So you can pick up things like the flash hider or the shotgun choke, things that you do need for the current weapons you have in your possession. So that's just a finicky thing that you need to make sure you do, so you never have to run into that issue in the heat of the moment. So always make sure you have that storage, maintenance done beforehand. So tip number 8 is going to be for, medical treatment. So in a perfect world such as this, you'll have a med kit, okay? The med kit. So what the med kit does is when you use it, it increases your health to 75% of your overall health. That is phenomenal. A first aid kit, that is phenomenal. But if you don't have it, you have to resort to other means. A med kit will completely heal you, and painkillers and energy drinks will sustain you, and they'll heal you over time. But if all you have are bandages, this is how you do it. So you use one bandage completely. It takes 5 seconds to use it. Once it uses, you wait till that bar down there goes 3/4 of the way through, and then you go to use that last bandage. Otherwise, you're going to be overlapping and wasting a bandage every time you do it. See, once you start, it's 5 seconds. It takes about 5 seconds for that part to close down. So tip number 9 is going to be find a vehicle as quickly as possible. I know a lot of people disagree with the use of vehicles. They're loud, they're bullet magnets, they draw a lot of attention. But right here is a prime example of why you need to get in a vehicle as quick as possible. If you're caught outside of the blue zone, the only way you're going to beat that circle in and potentially not die, especially if you're further in, if you're like during the first ring, you might be okay as long as you take some type of painkiller or energy drink. But here you need a vehicle to beat that blue ring and to continue to beat it until you get into the white ring and into safety. So make sure you get in the vehicle and head in as quickly as possible and try to beat the ring before it ever closes in on you. And finally, tip numero 10. So what you're going to want to do is stay at a direct light and off of ridge lines, because as you can see here, it outlines your body and makes you a pretty ample target for anybody to see, such as me with an 8x scope with an AK. Even without it, when I'm zoomed out, you can see this individual running across the tree line. His body breaks up the natural backing of the light behind him, but once he enters the tree line, he kind of breaks apart. So make sure you never run along tree lines and never out of the shade. Always run in shade and never on hilltops such as he did, or on ridge lines, because you're just going to make yourself a target. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. Go and like and subscribe and let me know if you like the video, so I'll do more.
Like a moth drawn to a flame. In the darkness, I can see a